Greetings, literophiles! Today I have for you a piece of somewhat lighthearted literature. Sophie the Daredevil by Lara. L-A-R-A. Wouldn't that be Lair? And the second name would be silent, wouldn't it? We're going to just call it Lara because it makes more sense. Lara Bergen. Yes. Scholastic series. Now this is the 6th book in the Sophia Chronicles here, all about her trying to find the perfect name. And I have to admit, this fell into my lap. I didn't obviously buy this, and I felt a little silly reading it because it is very much targeted towards 10-year-old girls, and that's weird to me. I don't read a lot of literature for 10-year-old girls. I should really read everything from a standpoint of, you know, it's entirely its own work, and regardless of the audience, it should have its own merits. And to say that this story is poorly fleshed out. You don't get why Sophia is really looking for a name. You don't get an urgency to the fact that she needs a name other than Sophia. So there's that, and I'm figuring that might be touched on in the other books, but that means that this book is better if you read the other books, and it doesn't stand alone. So there's that thing, and then the second thing is that I would have enjoyed the characters being a little better fleshed out. I understand this is for children. There is pictures in this book. I enjoyed the pictures and their nature. I really love the artwork. In fact, it was my favorite part of this book. But, Sophia and her adventures, well, you know, it just didn't appeal to me. There were sections where I knew it was going to happen. I didn't want to read that because I already knew it was going to happen. I was very tempted to skip ahead, and I'm not allowed to do that. I have to read the whole book if I'm going to review it. So there's the thing. I mean, I felt somewhat uncomfortable reading a book like this. I would have liked the characters to be a little more vivid, and I would have liked to understand more of Sophia's need to be who she was. Now, the lesson in this book, there is a moral, there is morality, and this is a book essentially designed to, I guess, tell children that if they make a mistake, they should admit to the mistake rather than trying to run with it. But, again, I don't feel it was very well fleshed out. I don't feel it was very well cemented. You know, I look at this book, everything turns out well in the end, which is, it's a little too neat for me. And I understand this is a book for children, it is a book for lightheartedness, but yeah, some point we do have to cement it in the kid's head that mistakes are forever. Or at least if you violate somebody's trust, which is something that happens in this book, you don't come out of that smelling like roses. So, I mean, generally, I looked at the review on Amazon. This gets 4 stars. I would give it 3. I think I'm better for reading it, but I am only going to read the other books because, as I said, they fell in my lap. I'm not going to turn away any books at this point. I have a lot of them to read. I need to read them all. But, again, if you have kids, if you have a younger daughter, maybe get this for her. If you're an adult that wants to connect with their younger side, definitely go read this book. It'll do that. It brings you into the world of children, although I'll admit not a modern world of children because there's no mention of technology. But, it was a worthwhile read. I'll give it that.